Brenda's Got a Baby is one of Tupac Shakur's most memorably tragic songs, and the true story of Brenda herself is absolutely devastating. When Brenda was just 4 years old, her entire family was killed due to carbon monoxide poisoning, resulting from a gas stove being opened because the family was trying to keep the apartment warm during the winter. And the only reason Brenda miraculously survived while the rest of her family didn't is because the corner of the apartment where she was sleeping on the floor just so happened to be in an air pocket. Then after the death of Brenda's family, she was sent to live with her great aunt, who wasn't only a defender herself, but filled and surrounded her home with them, and was known to participate and allow acts of in her home. In other words, at just the age of 4 years old, Brenda found herself in a living hell. Brenda continued to suffer abuse until she was 12 years old when her own cousin got her pregnant, which was a pregnancy she hid from every single person in her life. Brenda inevitably gave birth to her baby. She was scared, alone, confused, and deeply traumatized. She reacted irrationally and impulsively, wrapping a baby in a blanket, then in a dumpster. Once the police began investigating the situation, they would locate the baby's father, Clarence, atop a building threatening to jump. Once Clarence was talked down off the ledge, he was arrested, then spent 6 months in prison and 5 years on probation for the of his cousin. Now, Brenda was never charged for anything in exchange for her cooperation in the case, and afterwards was sent into foster care, but nobody really knows what happened to Brenda or where she is to this day. Then in 1991, while Tupac Shakur was on the set of the movie Juice, just trying to pass time between takes, he picked up a newspaper and came across Brenda's story for the very first time.
And there was, we started the morning and he had the papers and we were like talking and he was reading the newspapers and someone, not to be macabre, but a woman had like thrown her in the trash, and he was just so rattled by it the whole day. He kept bringing it up. So at lunchtime, he was like, yo, come into the trailer. And he starts rapping this song to me. 2-3 months later, his album comes out, and I see the video, and I'm like, oh, that's the joint he was writing. I just thought that was incredible to see, like, that's real life art.
Tupac was deeply affected by Brenda's story, so he did what he did best. He put his pen to paper and painted a perfect picture about what the harsh realities of life were for teenage pregnancies in the ghetto. This inevitably resulted in the song Brenda's Got a Baby, which would be released as a single on his album Tupacalypse Now. And just like so many other Tupac Shakur songs, Brenda's Got a Baby seems like it was written yesterday. It's just as relevant today as it was 33 years ago, and to quote the game, Pac is gone, but Brenda is still throwing in the garbage.